We're about to get into one of the most haunting and, honestly, one of the most complex missing persons cases in modern history. We're talking about the vanishing of Sneha Philip, a woman who disappeared on the very eve of a national catastrophe.
I mean, that one sentence just says it all, doesn't it? It's so chilling. You have this completely routine evening in New York City, literally on the brink of an event that would change the world, and it becomes the backdrop for a mystery that, even now, still baffles everyone.
So, let's start with the big question. How does a doctor just disappear in the middle of Manhattan, of all places? To even begin to understand the different theories, we have to look at the person at the center of it all, and the one major problem that has stumped this case from day one.
The person we're talking about is Sneha Anne Philip, a physician living her life in the city. And the core issue here is just a total lack of hard evidence. After she was last seen, it's like she was just erased, leaving nothing behind but a mountain of questions.
Okay, so let's focus on her final hours. What do we actually know for sure? Investigators had to meticulously piece together every last known movement she made on September 10th, 2001.
The timeline itself is pretty stark. You got a keycard entry in the morning, which tells us she was home. Then, later, the last really crucial piece of evidence we have, security footage shows her shopping in the early evening. But then, by the time her husband gets home that night, she's just gone. And it's in that short window of time that the trail just goes completely cold.
And get this, her final purchases, they just make the whole thing even stranger. Lingerie, bed sheets, candles. I mean, these aren't the things you buy if you're planning to run away, or if you think something terrible is about to happen. It all just points to a totally normal evening, which makes what comes next so much more jarring.
And that's the simple, brutal fact of it. After she walked out of that store, she never made it back to her apartment. So, with Sneha missing her husband and then the police, they turned to the one place that might hold some answers, her home. But what they found there, well, it only made the mystery deeper. So yeah, that's the crucial question, isn't it? Did the apartment hold any clues at all? Was there a sign of a struggle, a hidden note, anything out of the ordinary?
Turns out, the scene inside the apartment just created more questions. It was perfectly normal. No signs of a struggle, no forced entry. All of her personal stuff was right there, untouched. It honestly looked like she had just stepped out for a second and was planning on coming right back.
Since the apartment was a total dead end, the investigation had to look outward. And this led to three main, and I mean wildly different theories about what could have possibly happened to Sneha Philip. Okay, so theory number one. This is the one her family fought so hard for, and it's actually what became her official cause of death years later. The theory is that she died a 9/11 hero. Think about it. She was a doctor living just a few blocks from the World Trade Center. When disaster struck, her instinct would have been to run towards the danger to help. In this scenario, she died helping others during the collapse of the towers.
Then you've got this much darker possibility. Theory number 2 says her disappearance had nothing to do with the attacks the next day. This one suggests that she was a victim of foul play on the night of September 10th. And this idea is fueled by a really frustrating loose end, an anonymous tip that she was seen leaving with someone. But it was never verified and the lead just went nowhere.
And finally, there's the third theory. And this one feels like it's straight out of a movie, that Sneha chose to disappear. That she saw the absolute chaos of 9/11 as the perfect cover to just walk away from her life and start a new one somewhere else. It's a really compelling idea, but investigators found absolutely zero evidence to back it up. No drained bank accounts, no bags packed, not a single thing that pointed to a planned escape. And here's the thing that really gets me. It doesn't matter which theory you lean towards, because the digital and financial silence is just absolute. After 5:18 p.m. on September 10th, Sneha Philip leaves no trace. No phone calls, no bank withdrawals, absolutely nothing. It is a complete and total vanishing act. And just when you think this trail couldn't possibly get any colder, one last piece of evidence from her final known moments adds this really disturbing new layer to the whole case. What if she wasn't alone in that store? Because when investigators went back and looked closer, I mean, really looked, at that final CCTV footage, they saw something that they had missed the first time around. And this single detail, it just sums up the whole case. When they enhance the footage, you can see this faint, blurry figure behind Sneha. So, was it just another shopper, a complete coincidence? Or was someone following her? We just don't know, and this one question complicates every single theory. So in the end, Sneha Philip's fate remains one of New York City's most profound and just deeply unsettling mysteries. Was she a hero who died trying to save others? A victim of a terrible random crime? Or did she just walk away from it all? The answers, it seems, just vanish right along with her into the night.